What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and this video is going to be a little different than usual because we're going to do something that we don't do that often, and it is show my first time with a product category. In this case we're talking about the AKASO K88 drone, or to be more precise a quadcopter that I have right here. And unlike the box, which is actually quite nice, this is a very bad product. It's badly made, the materials are horrendous. There's a camera on this drone that wouldn't misstand in 2003. And all in all, it is a very poorly made, bad product. The same goes for the remote control. You can hear it rattle everywhere. The plastics they feel like they've been rejected in Eastern China somewhere. This is not a good product. But that's not what I bought this product for. I wanted to get into the drone game without breaking the bank, because obviously you can spend pretty much as much you want on a drone. That I didn't want to do, because I've never flown a drone before and I wanted to see if I like it or not, and obviously get a hang of the flying as well. And I didn't really see the point of buying a €1,000 drone and then crashing it into the wall and breaking it and be stuck with a broken product that cost me a lot of money. So I went for a sort of a bargain basement product to begin with, just so I could get the hang of the flying and see if I liked the whole drone experience. Now before we get to the drone itself, let's show you what else you get in the box. The battery, obviously 650 milliamp hours LiPo, pretty horrible unit which looks like Tesa tape around it and just this little two wires sticking out. Doesn't really feel confidence inspiring, to be honest, because one wrong yank and you'll pull the whole wire out and have to throw it away. Charging it is done through USB, which also feels very plasticky, and then you plug it in here and you have to pull it back out in order to plug it into your drone. This whole operation feels like it can fall apart at any moment. So I have to be careful with this. You almost need tweezers to pull it out properly. That's how small and inconvenient it is. Then we have the camera right here, which is usually attached to the drone, of course, but it kept falling off because it's not attached properly. So I disattached it completely, as you can see, which is actually nice that I was able to do that. You ready for the specs? Hold on. It is a 640 by 480 at 30 frames per second video camera, and you can actually take 1280 by 1024 pictures with it. I don't even claim any kind of megapixel rating here. You can forget about this. It's I suppose nice that they include it if you want to make some aerial image, but it doesn't have any kind of operation. You have to manually adjust the angle. You can put a micro SD card in if you want to, but I don't really see why you would. This is a drone you want for flying, especially in my case. You want to learn how to fly and not make any kind of recording. So forget about that. Then we have the remote, which is horrible plastic, as you can hear, and if you hear the sounds, very, very bad sounds and cheap made sounds as well. There is a nice LCD display here on the bottom that shows you your throttle percentage and so on, so I suppose that's something. But yeah, the materials feel pretty bad, the sticks don't feel really nice. The buttons, it's all pretty bad. It does work though, it takes a bunch of batteries, but that's about it. So, it is functional, but certainly not the last word in design. Then we come to the star of the show, the drone itself, or the quadcopter, as I have to say. It looks a lot like a parrot drone, but obviously it isn't. You get some styrofoam around it, 4 rotors, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Obviously nice that it's actually colored, so you can always see which way is which you can also do with the LEDs here on the side. You can see there's LEDs around all the way. The sides are blue, the front is red for some reason, and the rear is white. I think that should have been the other way around, but that's probably because the LED strips look like they've been glued on by a 4-year-old. So that's probably why. But it does work and it does help with orientation of the drone, the quadcopter. So that's good. Nothing really to see here. It has no features. It flies, that's it. And it flies reasonably well. I'll include some footage, as you can see. I'm not much of a drone pilot yet, because this is my first drone, like I said. But it's easy to get the hang of, and it's reasonably durable. I've crashed it quite a couple of times already, both indoors and out, and it's still fine, thanks to the styrofoam, of course. Then on the bottom, we got some feet for landing. Here is where the camera usually sits. There's 2 mounting brackets here that don't really do anything, and this is where you can connect the battery, and then you slide it sort of in here, and then you get your 5 minutes of flying time. Altogether, nothing spectacular, nothing really to see here, but it does the job. And that actually brings us to the conclusion right away. Is this a good product? Absolutely not. Does it do what I wanted to do? Yes, now we're talking. I wanted to learn how to fly And I think with all its limitations and with all the bad quality, this is not a bad drone to do that with. If this falls apart tomorrow, I'm losing 20 bucks, big deal. Not really. If it lasts for 4 months and I learn how to fly properly in here, good, I'll be a happy camper. With no features involved, you know, I wasn't really looking for any features, I just wanted something simple to learn how to fly. And I think it is actually so basic and so featureless that it might actually improve my flying over time. And when I move up to a more you know, advanced drone with more features, then at least I have the basic flying skills under control. All in all, it's a bad product, but it serves exactly what I wanted to do. So for that, I suppose I have to give it credit. For all its limitations, it does give me the opportunity to learn how to fly without any sort of risks of damaging a very expensive piece of equipment. And you know, why not? I think this is a fun first take when it comes to drones. Hopefully there's more drone videos to follow in the future. With the holiday season coming up, who knows what I'll be getting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to get in the drone game, get something like this. Maybe not even specifically this model, but get something cheap that you can get the basic skills with before you move on to something more expensive. Hope you guys liked this video. Please subscribe to the channel, that helps us out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!